Yeah, we going up, we going crazy, going bonkers. Produced by Ziggy, Zay Ticky, believe that.
It ain't peaches, it'll deceive you, boy, believe me. What you know about a jungle made with nothing but semen. No creepy crawlers, just heathens that prey on your weakness. Smell the slightest hint of fear, and the stainless you'll eat it. Gang bangers that greet your test on their face like Weezy. Pouring milk by the ounce, walking around looking sleepy. I'm from a town, no integrity, a broken city, disrupted. I know niggas who once were real, who now turning into sucks. When it comes to murder, it's nothing. Rallos get pulled over scuffles. Bumpy road around this motherfucker, your life means nothing. It ain't peaches. Niggas walking around with no feelings, with a chip on their shoulder, saying the world don't feel us. Trying to earn them some millions so they can split with they niggas. I know cats that died broke because they lost all ambition. When it comes up to get
Welcome back to another edition of More to Live For. We still on this good segment, Men of Honor. We up to volume 12 now. Got a special guest with me tonight. We'll let him introduce himself and we'll keep it rolling just like any other time. What's going on, cuz?
What's going on, cousin? Yes, my name is Carlton Tillery. I live in Villa Rica, Georgia. I am basically a fixed asset accountant working for Honda. So I've been at the plant there about 15 years, been doing that job for about 7 or 8. So, you know, it pays the bill, so I can't complain about that.
I heard that, man. I heard that. Definitely, I want to give a little backstory to my viewers and, subscribers. We are first cousins, and one of the main reasons why I wanted you on this segment, just to let you know, man, the positive influence you had on not only me, but other cousins growing up. So, that's one of the main reasons that I wanted you up here because, you're 12 years older than me. So, just being that positive influence and, we trying to, run behind your coattails, all that. So,
yeah.
So definitely, man, that's one of the main reasons. But, if you
I
can,
appreciate that.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem, man. Not at all. But if you can you give my viewers a little bit of your educational background? Because it's something interesting that that you're gonna share, but I want them to
know. So basically, I did the high school thing, and by my dad being in the military, I moved around a lot. So like my first 8th grade, I was in 8 different schools. And actually, I went to 4 different schools staying in the same house because that was when busing was going on in Wilmington, North Carolina. So, that's when you had to take the urban kids out to the suburbs and whatnot. And I stayed in one school when I moved to Alabama, and I stayed in that school for 5 years. So, but as far as college went, I tried that 4-year college thing. By the time I went, I was so burnt out from college, so I just couldn't do it. And so I wanted to make a little cheese. So I went and got a job, but then that wasn't panning out. So I went to a little business college and got a little call that thing, a little specialist diploma and whatnot. And it took 10 years to pay it off, but it finally paid off. So I don't say not go to college because I kind of regret not finishing college. But if college is not for you, pick up a trade while you earn it, because you can always do a trade for about 30, 40 years. That's what they don't teach you.
Yeah.
So I think they always try to say the only way you be successful is going to college. But if you learn how to be a plumber or whatnot, you can own your own business within 5 or 6 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, definitely, cuz.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was making a reference to, wasn't there a particular high school in Wilmington you attended?
Yeah. Well, I got 7th grade is when I went to DC Virgo Junior High. And that was the last year I went to school in Wilmington. So that was real interesting. But that something I jumped off at New Hanover High when there's somebody's put something racist in the yearbook, and then it went all kinds of left, folks checking out left and right, thinking the Klan was gonna come and all this other crap. I like Virgo sat right in the back of the hood. I don't think they coming up in here. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Taylor home was like, what, 3-4 blocks down the street, something like that. So I don't even know if it's still open now, but yeah, that was crazy.
So were you so were you so I must have got something wrong.
Well,
So
my brother is probably was one you talking about.
gotcha.
My brother went to Laney, and he went to Laney right after Jordan left.
Okay.
Right after. So
Sorry about that, but definitely.
Yeah, I ain't that old. It's my brother. That's my brother.
I mean,
that went to Laney.
Well, you say you ain't that old.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I'm old, but yeah, my brother went to Laney in 84. Was it? No, 82. Yeah, Jordan was a freshman in 81, 82. And so my brother went to Laney at 82.
Oh,
That's right.
so I know you. I mean, like, still, being that your brother went, I know you still probably, got to, live some of that, joy through him.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, Jordan was a bigger thing than sliced bread after he hit that jump shot in 82. Now, you talking about a dude who couldn't go nowhere in Wilmington, man. That dude he was a legend there. And
Right.
see, I ran across him when he was like 19 years, back when he had hair. He was like 19. And he'll probably remember this. He had a little sky blue Cadillac, not Cadillac, Cutlass, 23 on the doors. And so, one of my homeboys, we ran across him. He was like Grand Marshal of the Azalea Festival. I don't know if you remember that. You remember the Azalea Festival I had in Wilmington?
Briefly, vaguely.
Okay. Well, anyway, I think he was a Grand Marshal. And one of my homies, like, I think it was right after 84 when he used to did that rock the cradle against Maryland.
Oh.
He was like, man, I like the way you did that rock the cradle, man. That was nasty. He just started laughing and whatnot. So yeah, that was cool, but that was before Michael Jordan became Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? He was still, and you heard the story about his brother.
Yeah. So
Could jump higher than him, and his brother was like 5'8". Now I'd say that dude was crazy good, man, but he just was short. And when I say his brother could beat him, I don't think that's no lie, because that was the story around Wilmington at the time, that his brother was better than him.
wow. Oh man. So something I kind of wanted to touch on though, cause is the southern influence and the southern hospitality that you introduced me and my cousin to, and a lot of my close friends don't know that it was you that we was going to see, and just absorbing the music that you was listening to, and we was bringing it back up here, and they and my friends caught on to it, but just that whole No Limit experience, like I'm talking what, 90, 96, 97, somewhere up there.
Yeah. See, down here in the South, well, in the deep South, No Limit was popping. So, and I mean, P was dropping albums like 40 going north, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You escape No Limit, no matter where you went. And so I caught on to it, because when I moved down this way, I was an East Coast hip hop head too, but that Southern culture just influenced me, and I just ran. I ran with it. You know what I'm saying? And then when I was going kick it with y'all up in North Carolina, I can remember I used to have that blue Mitsubishi.
Yeah.
With them tins in the back of the trunk.
Yeah.
I need to get up on this. Because back then it was you had to have some beat back then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the 90s were cool, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't grown yet. I mean, still the 90s were cool. Things I were able to do, but definitely that influence, man. That whole Southern culture, man. Like, I definitely want to thank you for that, because we were, just like you said, man, we were East Coast heads. We were At the time, we were well. You can vouch for this. At the time, we were stuck on Bad Boy. We were puffing and Mace. That's what me and Cuz were. We were puffing and Mace. So that definitely was. That definitely was a. That definitely was something big, man. I definitely got to thank you for, because that just opened me up to a whole genre of music that, whew, I enjoyed it, from the album covers, to just everything about that whole experience.
It's funny because I ran with a dude, right? And I turned him on the East Coast music because he was mainly West Coast and Southern. Because see, when I ran across him, that's all he listened to was that Southern stuff and West Coast stuff. That's back when NWA first dropped Straight Outta Compton and whatnot.
Right.
Like, what is that, man? I turned them on to stuff like De La Soul and Bush Babies and Channel Live and all them. I mean, everybody knew about BDP and all them cats, but them underground cats, what I turned them on to, man. Now it's crazy because I like all Southern music and he's strictly underground hip hop now, man.
Right.
Yeah. We just straight flipped the script.
It happens. So another thing I want to touch on, cuz, and it's a delicate situation to if my viewers, to ones that really know me, but it's something that I had posted a while back, but it's something that you and all my older cousins, y'all 70 babies, all y'all, it's like I like hearing y'all when y'all talk about the old memories of our grandparents, the stuff that we might not remember or even before we were born yet. So like that's one thing that I definitely like hearing you talk about. And I can remember, just being in the backyard, and I was sad, and like just being around y'all, just hearing like different generations talk about, different memories. That was real therapeutic, to be totally honest. And it was definitely good for the soul.
Yeah. I mean, Cecily and Mint Jr. are between me and my brother. And my brother's the oldest grandkid.
Right.
So, I mean, he had more dealings with him than I did, because, granddad was all about working and the hot weather working. Me and hot weather don't get along too well, but, man, there used to be some times in that yard, though, man. Jeez. Playing basketball with the goal. And I think the pole's still out there, if I ain't mistaken.
Oh no, it's been gone for a while.
It's been gone?
Yeah, it's been gone for a while.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it's just cool to hear y'all, it's cool to hear y'all talk about it.
And that's just walking down the street, man. It used to be time that's all we did was walk down the street.
That's all we did. To be totally honest. So that went from generation to generation.
Yeah.
So it was definitely something cool, man. And another thing,
did Granddad ever take you out there to the field, work with him?
Oh, plenty of times.
I think we all got indoctrinated on that one then.
By the time it trickled down to us, it was more of a punishment thing. You know what I mean? Like this is the 90s we talking about. By the time it got to us. Like,
I understand that, but he still was working though.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't like it was strange to him, because I remember he told it was me and somebody. I can't remember who it was, but they was like, "Come on, ride with me." He ain't even tell us where we were going. He said, "Come on, ride with me." So we went out there to the cornfield. I want y'all to pick some of this corn up. But really, Granddaddy, you know what I'm saying? But you couldn't say nothing to him. Well, I'll tell you, hey, your granddaddy he's a sight, man.
I'm telling you, man, I miss him so much, man. But like I said, I enjoy, like hearing y'all talk about him. Like I remember, I think we were standing in the backyard, but just hearing y'all talk about what the backyard looked like. Like we standing in the backyard, but y'all talking about how it used to look like. And then I'm sitting here thinking about how it used to look like. And then we still here now. So that was just that was just real good for the soul.
Football games, pine cone battles, all that stuff, man.
Oh yeah, man. We were definitely blessed with
Mm-hmm.
grandparents we had, man.
Yes,
And
we were.
another thing I wanted to touch on too, man, another trait of yours that I really do like, man, and I don't know if you hear it enough, man. I really don't know if you hear it enough because I ain't never said it to you, man. But I hope that to anybody, on the outside looking, I do my part, but I hope I'm as good to my mom as you are to yours, man. And that's from the heart, cuz that's from the heart. So I really, want to highlight, on that the fact that, I remember like just sitting, listening to y'all talk, and just, I really like that, man. You really good to your mom and like you really, involved and all through your adult years. And like I said,
Well,
I don't think you get enough credit for that, but I just want to touch on that, man, and let you know that
I
I
appreciate
hope I
that,
can be
man.
as good to my mom as you are to
Well,
yours.
you can be, man. All you gotta do is be there when she calls. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's it. And no matter how much you don't want to do it, man, you gotta remember you ain't got but one.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I ain't really thought about it till you said something, but I sure appreciate that. And
yeah,
you know, I guess that's a tribute more to them than it is to me because I came from them and they raised me and Joe the same way. So Joe does the same thing,
yeah,
you know. And so that's kind of more of a tribute to her and my dad
yeah.
than it is to
Definitely, man.
me.
Definitely, man. And another thing too, before we get up out of here, man, something else that I always thought was pretty cool of you. Like, and I mean, and like I said, it's the right thing to do, but the fact that I noticed it and I just wanted to kind of chime in on it, like I always thought it was so cool, man, the fact that, when y'all come up here from Alabama, you with us, y'all with us, chilling, doing what we got to do. But no
Mhm.
matter what, you making your way, to Palmer Lee to see the other side of your family. And that's something that I want to do, that I want to be better at, because I feel that I don't see both sides of my family as much as I should, And for them to know each other, because both sides of my family really know each other, was in church together, work together, stuff like that. So
Yeah. Well, back, I guess it makes it that's back a reflection on them again, because
yeah,
Robinsonville ain't Bethel, but like 8 miles apart. So it's not hard to know everybody in the same area if y'all stay there, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And so, us being so far away, we always made it a point to try to go see everybody, you know what I'm
right,
saying? So it's again, I mean, that's basically, I mean, you make time for what you want to make time for. That's
yeah,
basically what I'm saying. So and nothing stopping you from going to see your family.
exactly,
And that's what you want to do.
exactly, man. So
You know what I'm
that's just
saying? Now I appreciate that. So and let me say this before we sign off and everything, because your you, Terrio, Lance, I think Vaughn is with y'all, right? Ain't Vaughn with y'all
yeah,
too?
yeah. He the beginning of the '80s.
Okay, yeah. So I'm glad to see y'all turn out as well as y'all have, though. You know what I'm saying? Stacy and all y'all, because we got some age on y'all. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm glad to see
Hey,
y'all holding it down. Y'all ain't out there getting in no trouble and all that stuff. It's good to see y'all, man.
oh yeah, man. Like you
Becoming
said,
grown
man.
men and women. That's real good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely, man. And kind of the touch on something else that you said, man. Like I'm, something that I was thinking of when you was talking about our grandparents earlier, man. Like it really, granddad really blessed, man. He got to see 3 of his grandchildren become grandparents.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I thought that was real good. But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate you, man, for what you said about us, man. I think no,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree, man. I definitely agree. But I'm gonna be
And
totally
I
honest.
really, I really appreciate how close y'all are, man.
I think we could be closer, man. You know what I mean?
Well, when you get into different stuff, you start to separate a little bit, but
Yeah,
still, though,
yeah, yeah,
y'all ain't nothing but a phone call away. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's it. That's it.
It's like me and my brother, even though we're 3.5 years apart, we didn't really get close till we was in our 20s. You know, he did his own thing, I did mine.
Right.
It's only when we became grown men we realized we all we got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the same thing, you know, with cousin, you know, even though we don't talk as much as we normally do or should, but we know where all we got, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I need to call Terrio because, man, we all need to check on him for real.
Yeah. That was real cool what we did yesterday, man.
Yeah, that was right. That was cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but yeah, that definitely I definitely agree.
Yeah, make sure you edit that part out too. We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, we good, man.
Okay.
But yeah, man, you know, family, man, family ties, man. That's what it's all about, man. Like,
That's right.
you know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna keep pushing. That's why I'm trying to keep pushing this positivity, you know, and reconnecting with people, you know, family and friends, but just, you know,
and I like what you're doing here, man. And it really, and I thought about what's going on with what you're doing. I see that you're touching all aspects of life, man. You went to, you know, guys has been incarcerated, then you're doing the professional guys, and now you talk professional women. And you know, you showing everybody a broad aspect of life in general. It ain't just, you know, dudes kicking it on the block. It ain't just board members and committee guys. You know, all aspects of life, and I really appreciate that you opening eyes to people.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's good. And that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of you know, a lot of positive people been in my life, man, and
yeah, I noticed.
Just kind of want to highlight them. That's what this all about, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you definitely been that, man. Just, you know, I just want to tell you that, man. Like, that's what this whole idea, this whole concept was about when I told you I want you to be a part of this, because you definitely had a, you know, good influence on us coming up 97, 98, 99, somewhere. Yeah, right. Yeah, them 3 years, them middle school years. For me, I think cuz we're already in high school. At least one of them years he was already in high school, but for the main part, I know we was in middle school. And then, you know, we just so many good times, man. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
Throughout the years, and the fact that, like you said, you see us grown now, like really grown, married with families. So you know, this is just a blessing that we can you know, sit here and talk about it.
That's right.
I definitely think it's cool, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. I definitely want to thank you for doing this, man. Peace and blessings to you,
man. Anytime,
and your family, man. Definitely.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, man. Anytime, man. What this segment is about, I gotta have you in. That's just the best way to put it. That's the simplest way to put it. So
all right,
we're gonna do it like that. This has been another edition of More to Live For, Men of Honor, Volume 12, featuring Big Cuz, Sibo. And we out of here. Peace and blessings.